Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be going to discuss Gender Trouble, which is a book written by Judith Butler that challenges traditional views on gender identity and explores the ways in which gender is constructed through language and social norms. In the book, Butler argues that gender is not an inherent characteristic of an individual but rather a performance that is constructed and reinforced through social and cultural practices. The book begins with an exploration of the ways in which gender is constructed through language. Butler argues that language is a powerful tool for constructing and reinforcing gender identities, and that language is used to create binary categories of gender. She argues that this binary system of gender is not only limiting but also oppressive as it reinforces traditional gender roles and excludes those who do not fit into traditional gender categories. Butler then turns her attention to the ways in which gender is constructed through social norms and practices. She argues that gender is not only simply a matter of biology but rather a social construct that is shaped by cultural and social practices. For example, she points out that the way we dress, the way we speak, and the way we behave are all shaped by cultural norms and expectations around gender. One of the key arguments of gender trouble is that gender is performative. Butler argues that gender is not something that we simply have, but rather something that we do. Gender is a performance that is repeated and reinforced through our daily actions and interactions with others. She uses the example of drag performers to illustrate this point, arguing that drag is not simply an imitation of gender, but rather a performance that exposes the ways in which gender is constructed and performed. Another important aspect of Butler's argument is that gender is not stable or fixed. She argues that gender is a constantly shifting and changing construct that is open to contestation and reinterpretation. She points out that the way we understand gender has changed over time and that our understanding of gender will continue to evolve in the future. Throughout the book, Butler critiques traditional feminist theories that seek to establish a stable and fixed category of women. She argues that these theories are exclusionary and fail to account for the experiences of those who do not fit into traditional gender categories. Instead, she advocates for a more inclusive and fluid conception of gender that recognizes the ways in which gender is constructed and performed. In conclusion, Gender Trouble is a groundbreaking book that challenges traditional views on gender identity and offers a new understanding of the ways in which gender is constructed and performed through language and social practices. Butler's argument that gender is performative and constantly shifting has had a profound impact on feminist theory and queer theory, and the book continues to be an important work in the field of gender studies. Main themes in the Gender Trouble, written by Judith Butler. Number one, gender as a social construct. Butler argues that gender is not an inherent characteristic of an individual but rather a social construct that is shaped by cultural and social practices. She contends that language and social norms play a key role in constructing gender identities. Number two, gender as performative. Butler's central argument is that gender is not something that we simply have but rather something that we do. Gender is a performance that is repeated and reinforced through our daily actions and interactions with others. Number third, gender as fluid. Butler argues that gender is not a stable or fixed category, but rather a constantly shifting and evolving construct that is open to contestation and reinterpretation. This fluidity challenges traditional binary notions of gender. Number fourth, critique of essentialism. Butler critiques traditional feminist theories that seek to establish a stable and fixed category of women. She argues that these theories are exclusionary and fail to account for the experiences of those who do not fit into traditional gender categories. Number fifth, intersectionality. Butler recognizes the intersectionality of gender with other aspects of identity such as race, class, and sexuality. She argues that A more inclusive and fluid conception of gender is necessary to account for the experiences of individuals who face multiple forms of oppression.